Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Dead Man's Chest is a small bluffing game. It comes in a little small wooden crate, at least my version of it does. And it's a very simple game to understand and to play and to teach. Basically be shaking it up and you're going to say what the number is. And there's certain rules to it, like the higher number has to go first. And people will think if you're bluffing or not. Very simple. Now these kind of games, I don't feel like they're much of a game. They don't really interest me, but the price is pretty cheap. And if you're just looking for a light filler for people to, when they're showing up for a game night, I think this can work just fine. It does play 3 to 8, so a lot of people can be having fun at the same time. It's just not that appealing. You're going to roll something, and it's hidden from me, and do I think you're lying or not? That's it. That's the entire game. No long-term strategy, no planning. It's just a straight-up bluffing game. I feel like this might work better as part of a game rather than the game itself. I feel like it didn't really drag me in. Now, it's not intended to be Brass Birmingham. It's not intended to be the next Agricola. It's just a little bluffing game. I think it works for that aspect. Maybe at a camp out or waste a couple minutes of time. You can even play this in line for a theme park or something. You just want to have this in your hand. I think it works great for that. But sitting down and playing this game wasn't something I found too appealing. I got bored rather quickly, and I didn't find it very interesting. For me, it's going to be a Purge. Here's Dead Man's Chest. You can see it's a little small wooden box here. Very, very cool. The top just kind of comes off like this. Then inside, you're going to have some cards. These will be the rules, which we'll take a look at in a minute. You're going to get 2 semi-custom dice. You can see they have the little skull and crossbones for the 1 on it. Then you're gonna get these really nice gems that will come in here. So a lot of good punch in this box right here that you can get. The box is part of the game, so when you shake this up, you'll be shaking it with the box, and you'll be able to look and see what you get. Very cool. So the rules are printed on these cards. I find the font very small. I have to kind of look at it. Didn't find the rules all that clear. I mean, I guess I got a general aspect of what happened, but like when you raise the bid, is the other person still going to lose their gems? I wasn't really sure on that. We just kind of house rolled it because it's just a short, fun game. The rules were okay. Could have been better, but I do like this card stock. Very, very nice, and it has what the different rules could possibly be on the back. So that's handful. So after you do that, you just give everybody one of these as you're playing. So everybody's going to start out with 5 gems that they'll have. You'll take the dice in here for the first player, and you can put the little top on it. You shake it up, and you can take a look at it. Now, whenever you have this, you always put the higher number first. So 42, it will never be 24. If you ever roll doubles, that's called a dead man, and that's always considered higher than 65, which would be the highest one that anybody could roll. So what you'll do is you put this back on so nobody can see it, obviously, and then you would tell the person next to you, maybe you rolled a 32. Let's say that. If they think that you're telling the truth, then they might raise the bid, say 2 bids, reshake this up, and move it on. They can either look at it or not look at it when they bid. If they think that you're lying, they can challenge you. If the bid was actually lower than what's here, then the person that ruled it will lose 1. If it was higher, then the challenger will lose a gem. When you run out of gems, you are eliminated from the game, and the last person left with gems is your winner. The only other caveat to the game is the dead man. So if you have a double, it can only be passed on 1 time. So at least the second person will have to challenge the dead man, and that's the only other rule to the game. Very quick little party game, very easy. You shake it up, and am I bluffing or am I telling the truth? Is it really 62? Well, it might cost you a gem to find out. Who should buy this game? Anybody who's looking for a light filler, something more of a time waster, something you want to play on the go. It's a little bitty deduction or a bluffing game that fits right in your pocket. And maybe put in your front pocket right here, and you're off to the races. Very simple to play and teach. I think it's going to be appealing in that regard. Kind of like that button shy crowd, but a party game, I guess. But it's not something I found too appealing, and it's a Purge for me.